Mic check one, two, and all those lovely things. Greetings, greetings. Welcome to Nubiology 101. I don't have time to do the whole intro and all of that. It's been a long, eventful day. I'm tired as cream corn, but I can't sleep. So, welcome to Insomniac Theater, okay? I've been trying to go live I've been thinking about it rather, for a few hours. I had to actually run to Texas to pick up one of my sons. And while I was on the highway, I was listening to Very Carrie. Carrie So Very. She done her karaoke thing, which is always a hoot. I couldn't join the panel and participate because I was in the car. But the music, it just got me to thinking about old school songs and whatnot. And so after she ended her live, I was maybe an hour away from my driveway when she ended her live. And so I cranked up some music, and it just music always takes me there. So I'm listening to music, thinking, thoughting, and that whole thing. And then I got here, and I was really she had another live. Carrie, I don't know if you're listening, but I really was trying to join you, but you kind of ended it before I could get in and get situated. And so I crunk up the old surround sound there, and started listening to music, and broke out this bottle of 68 Latour, and I love me a full body red. Okay, so I'm listening to the music and whatever, but it was loud, and people in my house were trying to sleep. So then I done try to take my ass to bed 100 times. It's just not working. And I did what I do. I start reading when I'm bored or when I got some quiet time. And I started going through old journals. I'll get to later. What's up, Tiffany? I'll get to it later, like how my day has been. But I want to go ahead and read this before I keep sipping and can't even get through it. Listen, I wrote this. It's a journal entry from 1991. Was I still in college in 91? I had to be. Anyway, I don't know who I was pissed off with, because that's where my writing comes from, a whole, like, it was my outlet. It was my way of venting for so many years. I wouldn't even recite it to be. It was real personal. It was just for me. Never even thought anybody would be interested. But I got halfway through this and I don't know who pissed me off this day, but I'm going to read it. And I titled this, now this is in an old journal, okay? And it's titled A Cure for the Common. Wait a minute. It's titled A Cure for the Common Drama. I'm telling you, younger me, she was a mess. I'm going to try to get through this. Bear with me, because I don't even know if I can do it at this point. I'm going to try to read it. The most conventional and to the point way to remedy the common drama would be to offer one of my favorite quotes. Check the aroma in your own drawers before you go sniffing around mine. However, on behalf of the intellectually challenged, let's break it down to the last compound and leave it broke. First and foremost, be real with yourself. Don't try to mask how foul your life is by amplifying everybody else's faults. After all, if your shit was so on point, you would be able to get me straight, right? I was vexed for years trying to figure out why people always seem to be so offended by everything I said or done. Until one day I woke up and smelled the haters. It wasn't me. I never pranced around or showed myself flirtatious to gain the attention of another woman's man. I just happen to be tempting to the taste buds. And we all know dogs can't resist a good bone. Truth be told, though, if a man is mine and I'm doing what needs to be done to keep him gratified, and that extends beyond the bedroom, Haley Berry could tap dance in our living room naked, and I wouldn't break a sweat. It's called confidence in yourself and your man. But oh, let me back up a few ticks here. If you got your man when he was somebody else's man, you might have a problem when the next little cutie shakes her booty. That man is community property, which is accessible to the public, baby. So sorry. Was that your toe I just stepped on? All cats are not going to stay on the block because you can't. All cats on the blocks are not going to go and hide because you can't keep your dog on a leash. It wasn't me. I never looked down my nose at people because I came from a well to do family. The less fortunate people around me simply found it easier to call me a stuck up snob than to get off their asses and go better themselves. It's awfully ironic that these same people get 1 foot out of the projects doing penny ante dirt runs and peddling nickel and dime products in the hood and suddenly think they're better than God. Oh, and to the high and mighty couch potato sucking dick and taking beat downs in the same breath to live off a man's money, you are no better than the next whore. Prostitutes been doing this shit for years. This is just a little food for thought. So grab a doggy bag, take some home and share it. And the next time you feel like dishing some dirt, sweep around your own back door first. You might also want to take into account that some people are allergic to drama and may have a reaction that causes your ass to bleed. The following is a list of treatments that quiet most drama symptoms. 1, if you have a problem or opinion about somebody, have balls enough to confront that person face to face. Hey, Red. 2, if somebody else has balls enough to say what's on their mind when you upset or offend them, don't get all bent. If the truth hurts, say ouch and get your shit together. 3, before you start trying to act like John Shaft, Pancho Villa, or whoever, always know this: you got to bring ass to get ass. 4, say this 3 times a day for the next 10 years. I will not hate on other people. I will love myself. 5, remember, if you think you are the shit, it's probably because you smell like it. Lastly, news flash hot off the presses. Some women actually want children, not just a beat up pussy, a few pennies, and a funky room. However, to the birth control impaired, abortion does not restore virtue. So you might want to cork those hot ass coochies or step up and handle your responsibility before you judge the next person. Listen, I don't know who young me was mad at this day. But the year I wrote that, I think I had, oh God, I don't even remember. I can't right now. The wine won't let me remember, but I know this was at a point when I had more children than people thought I should have had at the age that I was at the time, and that whole thing. Because when I started having children, they was coming back to back like that, right? And I caught a lot of flack for that. So that last that last little piece, yeah. I just, from this point forward, whenever I make a journal entry or even write a poem, because a lot of that comes from the same place, I need to really write down who pissed me off that day, because that I cried tears reading that the first time I read it. I can't even believe I got through it again. Younger me was a pistol. She was something else. Me at this age, I don't let stuff get to me that, I don't let it affect me like that. I can't. It's too much. I know who I am. I'm very self-assured. I'm very self-aware also, if that matters. Very self-aware. I know who I am. And so things that people feel like should bug me, or she's weak or she's soft, ain't no way, you better than me. I couldn't, when people tell you you better than me, they really telling you stupid or you weak. Hey, Sour Patch. I can't. I know who I am. I don't, the forgiveness that I have a lot of times is very selfish. It's not for the other person, it's for me. You understand what I'm saying? I just can't. But anyway, let's get to hold on. hmm How my day went. I've been up since 5:30. And Fridays are usually my chill days. The drivers are down, Mister's home, dogs fed. You know what I'm saying? This is usually my chill day, but my son was in Texas with his sister. And she had a situation. She couldn't, he was supposed to come home today. He's been with her for a couple of weeks since school got out. The baby boy. She couldn't get him here. He ready to come home. I just got tired of the crying, so I jumped in my car and I went and got him. But I don't know if you all remember the last live I done when I told you about how Mister grabbed me that morning. Like, I love you. I want you to know that. You need to remember that no matter what happened. That whole thing, y'all remember me talking about that? And it scared me. Mister hasn't been to work, and usually when he don't go to work, it's cute. I sing that whole Beyonce, that part of that song, ain't no need to call him to work because you're the boss. That's sexy. He ain't got to go to work unless he feel like it. But at the same time, he's a workaholic. He been home for 3 weeks. And I'm watching him. Mister's not feeling well. He don't want to tell me. I don't know what the problem is. I don't know what the deal is, but I don't like it. He's not. So that's just heavy on my mind. It's something not right. Something not right. Damn, I thought it was going to take me longer to explain my day, but that's pretty much what happened. Woke up, shot to Texas, grabbed my kid, came on back, and Mister is in there sick. I'm trying to, that's why I had the music going, honestly, when I got back. Like I said, I was bumping the music in the car, and then I got home, I was still feeling it. Hey, on site, baby! Chocolate cocoa. But I had to turn the music down because I want him to get some rest. But I'm not feeling this, y'all. I'm not feeling him being sick. Let me tell you something. I'm built for it tough. And I mean, if you bring it, if the universe bring it, I can pretty much take it. But I don't see me being okay without that man. He can't get sick on me. He can't do this to me, y'all. For real. So I'm talking to y'all to try to keep from going crazy. But he got like 24 more hours. And if I have to grab that big 6'4" negrito and throw him over my little 5'4" shoulder, he going to see somebody's doctor because I'm not liking this. It's not like him to stay off work this long. And you know how men always want to be, oh, I'm okay, I got it. I can't. We ain't doing this. We're not doing this at all. Damn, I lost my thought. Maybe let me flip through my folder and see if I got something else to read to y'all, because I'm really just using y'all to occupy my time right now. Because I know I'm not about to go to sleep. Son back there, he's asleep. I got him all settled in. Can't play my music, can't blast the music because it'll wake the whole house up. And I don't like listening to my music low. I can't do it. Can y'all do that? When I listen to my music, it's got to be on disturb the neighbors volume. So I can't do that. You know what I'm looking for? I wrote for one of my girlfriends. She's getting married next year in July, and she wants me to recite a poem. So I have the one she likes, one that I already have in the archives. But me being me, I wrote her a new one. I'm trying to find it. I don't know where the hell it's at. It's probably not in this folder that I have with me. No, it's not in this one. I was going to read it to y'all right quick. But I don't know. And also, the link is pinned if anybody wants to come up and keep me company while I go through this. But yeah, that journal entry, I was flipping through that damn journal. Listen, some of my journal entries will get me in prison. I'm telling you, that tickled me so bad. Young me was a mess. Ooh, she was a whole mess. Yeah, got to drag him to the doctor, Sour Patch, for sure. Oh, you saw my Dollar. That's Dollar. He's a Yorkie poo that thinks he's a whole damn pit bull because he run with the other dogs. He thinks he's a pit bull. Okay, I'm just trying to occupy the time, y'all. Do me this. Give me a topic, and I'll try to find a poem to read to y'all on that topic because it's too damn many for me to pick one on my own. I don't know why I keep trying to read stuff knowing I've been drinking a little wine. It ain't gonna hurt nobody. What is today? What is the date even? Let me see. Ain't gonna hurt nobody. Get on down. It is the 16th. 4 days to my birthday. I will be 111. Wisdom. Okay. Let me see what I got under the guise of wisdom. I got these seafood nachos, some little tripped out restaurant. Hey, lovely. Some little tripped out seafood place in Texas that we stopped at, and I got me some seafood nachos. It's got like crawfish and a bunch of it's so good. I forget the name of the restaurant, but anyway, okay, wisdom. Let me dig and see what I got that might kind of fall under wisdom. Two come to mind. So now I still need y'all to help me decide which one of these two. One is called Telling Love the Truth. And the other is titled Dreaming in This Life-mare. So can y'all like put a 1 in the chat for Telling Love the Truth? Put a 2 in the chat for Dreaming in This Life-mare. So I can figure out which one of these to read. They're not very long either, neither one of them. I'm waiting on y'all. One, okay, Sour Patch. Damn, which one? Which one did I say was number one? I don't even remember. That's so messed up. Wait a minute. Freak it. I'll read both of them. I'm going to start with Dreaming in This Life-mare. Okay. Dreaming in This Life-mare. Furiously giving chase backwards at the dark edge of a cliff Into an endless free fall, I slip, thinking I could fly, dreaming in this nightmare. I, at sorrow, I laugh, for happiness I cry, dreaming in this nightmare. I, aiming too low, I overshot my landing field, unaware my strength would catapult me so high, dreaming in this nightmare. I, tear stained emotions wrapped in a stoic mindfulness that pushes a smile past the flood of inner cries, dreaming in this nightmare. I, heart tucked away safely from the reality that horrifically fills my eyes, dreaming in this nightmare. I can't allow my mind to believe, I can't expect my heart to receive that by detachment alone I stand strong. My shell yet trapped in this dreadful plight, my spirit avails in this marvelous light, lifted by a force far beyond my own, surrendering vain imaginations and elusive interpretations, refusing this house of confusion as a home, giving proper salutations and vast appreciations to the fact that I've been divinely guided all along, my back pressed against the cold ground, where as a child the safety net was denied, a fierce bout of flailing and kicking against the night's magnificent skies. I quieted myself long enough to notice growth through matured and alerted eyes. In the moment I decided to reach for the stars, I discovered my ability at last to fly. No more hide and seek, no more running from defeat, no more living a perilous lie. No more will life's hopes be chased off by nightmares, living the dream life. I. I'm not even going to tell y'all the year I wrote that. I was very, 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 very young when I wrote that. It was during my parents' divorce. And the second one, um, telling love the truth. I wrote this during my second marriage. And that's the title, Telling Love the Truth. I thought I would come back as you if I could die and return to outshine the sun and watch the world adore its burns, to hear the wind scream my name and then with anger then retreat, to have the rain want to spit upon me, but instead bathe my feet. The wolves wouldn't even devour if I promised to grant a mere taste, and all the fools I've blinded would beg for sight, if only to glimpse my face. Powerless in the game, beat down, but no shame. Endurance till the end. Cast me out, mar my name, internally unchanged, bursting to let me back in. I would never be alone, make any house I fancied my home, welcomed at any door. Know the feeling of effortlessly enchanting the legions with the premise of forevermore. To hear the strong man say he'd never look my way, knowing he feels me in the air. Hide me from his honey, pour me into his cars and money. Smooth nigga, but I'm still all up in there. Even women would try to dismiss me, but never prevailed to resist me and let me stay under false pretenses. The kids, the church, the self enrichment routine, but with one penetration of heavy stimulation, I pummel all your defenses. But what rises must fall, and I couldn't conquer all without channeling the proper vessels. I'd have to deal with being misused, misrepresented, and abused, and imitated by beguiling devils. By the sake of my name, for all hurt, I'd take the blame, be doubted, and demanded to give restitution. But I can't rob you of what you don't show or pay what I don't even owe, because in search of me, you accepted a delusion. So if I had it to do all over again, I would come back as me, enlightened and free from illusion, because fairy tales only take you where you're willing to go, and truth is never the author of confusion. That I wrote And again, it was called Telling Love the Truth. That was literally me talking to love itself. And I wrote that in a creative writing class. That was like my midterm. That was what I wrote. And it got good reviews because people were so like, who is she talking to? And I wanted that to be it. I try to write, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of it, but I want my writing to be able to be interpreted by the reader. It could mean this, it could mean that, that whole thing. That's why I do it. And that was one of the poems that got that response. Like, I think she talking to God. I think she talking to love. I think she talking to a man. I think she talking to her kids. And that's what I want it to be. I want it to hit you where you live. So that's one of my prize pieces. I love that particular piece right there. I love it. And again, that was during my first marriage. And yeah, I was still in college. Or was it the second marriage? I don't know. One of them. I was in college during my first and second marriage. So yeah, during one of those times. Lovely, are you still in here? Stand up. Because I need to see if that link works. I can never drop my link like on the laptop. It won't let me do it. So I have to go on my other device and pin it on the damn thing, and I'll never know if it works or not. So if you in here, lovely, hit the link so I can just know if it works. And I'm pretty sure I need to start writing notes because I'm pretty sure it was something else I wanted to say in this live. And I can't remember what the hell it was. Something else that was on my mind while I was driving. I don't know. Something for, oh, yeah, I know what it is. I know what it is. And I was supposed to do an update sooner than this. Last time we were here, not the last time, but the time before, I talked about this little mystery, maybe grandbaby that I have. I'm going to go all the way out of the box and show y'all something. Where is, okay. If you all can remember, one of my sons catting around and got a baby that may be his or not. But the girl who the baby is with is back. I guess she was on a breakup with her guy. They're back together. So she putting the baby on the guy. They don't want to get, so that whole thing. I might regret this, but I'm going to do it. Damn it. Hold on. I'm trying to open my, okay. Let me see if I can get that. Y'all see that? That's my son, right? That's the baby in question. Can y'all see that? Damn, the light is messing with it. Anyway, but the killing part, this is my daughter. This is definitely my grandbaby. That's my daughter's baby. You can't see it. It's not showing up right. That's pissing me off. It's not showing up right. But honey, when I tell you this maybe baby and my daughter's baby look like twins, I don't know what it is about that newbie blood, but it stands up and says hello. So it looks like I'm going to have to do, and I'm not going to show the mother, but let me tell you, that baby looks nothing like her and the alleged other father. And I hate to, because we got this whole colorism deal going down. And I know that sometimes children can pull back from, generations before. But this girl is not light skinned at all. The alleged other father is less light skinned than she is. And the eye color, the hair color, the newbies, we tend to have a reddish, brown, sandy, tripped out, I don't even know what the hell color hair. And the just a variety of colors with the eyes, because mine are like, I think you would call them hazel, and then I got kids with blue, green, gray, that whole thing. My father's eyes were gray. And so that whole thing, y'all, if you could see that first baby. Mm. Good morning, Miss Stacy. We are just kicking the bobo. I was bored, so I came and decided to bore y'all with my newbieism. As I know, I'm not going to get a lick of sleep tonight, worrying about Mister. I'm glad he's getting some rest, though. That's why I'm out here with y'all, because I make a lot of noise. I'm noisy and loud, even when I'm trying not to be. So I'll check on him from time to time and make sure everything is everything. But I'm just trying to get out of the way and let him get some rest. So there's that. I wonder, I really feel like listening to me. The music was keeping me in the headspace that I had to be in. I enjoy the crap out of Very Carrie. Carrie's so very. I enjoyed her karaoke, but I put in her chat as much as I could because I was driving the whole time I was listening to that. Was anybody gonna come? Because some, can I say white guy? Some white guy came up and I just knew he was about to give us some classic rock or something. And he decided, let me see, that's my family's. Oh, come on. Right. Because we pulled, and out of 10, let me see, Summer, Teddy, out of 10 children, only 4 of them got the eye color, right? And I'm going to one day post a picture of my tribe. No two of them are the same complexion. I got from a very gorgeous cocoa chocolate brown to high yellow, light bright, almost white. It's just every color in the rainbow out of my 10 kids. And I love it because it's like, look at my ancestors at work, right? If I had it my way, I think I told y'all this before, if I had it my way, they would all be chocolate. I wanted dark skinned babies. And I got like one, the actual complexion I wanted him to be. But I outgrew that thinking. It's because of what I went through as a light skinned person who's not even mixed. Both of my parents are black. I say that all the goddamn time. But I was perceived as mixed and I got a lot of teasing and that. And so I went and found me a man that I might get in trouble for saying it, but I went and found a man that was motorcycle seat black because I wanted me some little chocolate babies. And it didn't happen. We just have strong genes in this family. So, but that was because I wanted my kids to not have to go through what I went through and know who they were and that whole thing. And it didn't. Number one is like a beautiful caramel complexion. Number 2 is my chocolate baby. Number 3 I'm scared to use this term, but I promise if you put a brown paper bag up to her face, she is brown paper bag complexion. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And number 4, when the doctor put her in my arms, the first thing I said was, "Where's her color?" And she popped her eyes open and they were blue as the sky. I was like, get her, just here. And Lord help, I didn't know I gave my baby a complex because I would tell that story and she didn't understand why. So she thought, Mama don't like me because I'm light skinned. It wasn't that. I love you and you are beautiful, perfect the way you are. I just didn't want my children to go through what I went through. The confusion of it all, the light skinned heifernness of it all. I didn't want that for my children. But it worked out. I taught them who they were and to trust in themselves. So that all worked out pretty good. We all pretty happy. We're pretty satisfied with ourselves in Newbyville. And that's okay. Because I was the same way. My oldest sister, who we look is so crazy. Me and my sister look like if you took, you know how they do the compilation and they meld the faces together. If you done that with me and my sister, same face, she's just dark skinned. We are like polar opposite when it comes to complexion, but we look just alike. And that's why I tell people all the time, I'm not cute because I'm light skinned, baby. I'd be cute whatever color I was because my sister is chocolate as hell. We look just alike and she's gorgeous. And that's who I always wanted to look like as a child. I always idolized and wanted to be her. Never wanted to be like I was, but I learned to stop doing that. I don't think my creator makes mistakes. I'm who I am for a reason. And I've learned to love it. And that's that. My gift wrapping, period. Like it's cute, and I guess that's fun or whatever. But if you stop at the wrapping, you cheating yourself because the real gift is on the inside. Told y'all last time I love me some me, but not for the reasons you might think. My sister dark skin, I had to fight for my sis. I got bullied because of my eyes. My sister took after my dad, dark, but looked like my mom. See, that's all that, Stacy, all that old stupid stuff. Like, we don't get enough grief about our color from white people. We got to fight amongst each other too. You light, you dark, yellow heifer, black bitch. All it's too much. Cut it out. But yeah, well, I got it. I understand because, like I said, my oldest sister was dark, and then I don't know how that worked out, but it's like my oldest sister was dark, and then the sister after her was a beautiful caramel almondy color, and then the 3 youngest are yellow. But we all, let me tell you something. Papa Newbie, he couldn't lose a kid in Walmart if he tried. We all look just like him. My mother was a incubator, and that's it. Bless her heart. We all look. Oh my God, that Newbie blood is something serious, baby. Ain't no denying it at all. Let me see if I can find. I'm digging through old accounts and all kind of stuff right now. Let me see if I can find a picture of old Papa Newbie for y'all. I'll show him. I don't care. Mm, 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 mm. I have like all of my in my phones, all of my albums in my gallery are. I just got them. They're not random at all. I got each one titled. It's like random YouTube stuff, Facebook stuff, work stuff, grandkids, kids, family members. Each album in my phone have a different title. I'm anal that way. Oh, here's the perfect picture. If this thing lets it show, I don't know what's going on with my lighting, but I'm gonna try to show y'all this picture. Let's see if it'll, let's get it away from the light and see if it'll, damn, what is wrong with the lighting tonight? I've done this a billion times, showed pictures on my, it won't let it show. God dang it. Anyway, it won't let it show. Let me try to find another one. That's one of my favorite pictures of my parents. Let me see if I got a picture of Papa by himself in here. I don't. Not in this device anyway. I'll try to find. Maybe I'll just post one. I'll post one for y'all, so y'all can see what old Papa Newbie looked like. I think you've all seen. I'm good, Stacy. I'm making it. You know, life is always life, and for us all, I get through it. But I think you all have seen my mother, right? Were y'all here when she joined the live with me? She came and stuck her head in. It's like you would have to know my mother to see where I look like her at, because I see it. The older I get, especially, I look in the mirror sometimes and I see my mother. But just aesthetics wise, it's daddy all the way. All of us, all six of us. And all of our children. And it's crazy. That newbie blood, like I said, it's a monster. You can spot a newbie child a million miles away. It's just undeniable. And it's not always, like I said, about the skin color. It's just the guy. It's, you know, a newbie when you see one. And we were talking, listen to this. I said it earlier. I typed it in Carrie's chat because somebody played a Babyface song. And I typed in her chat, fun fact, Babyface is a distant cousin of mine. I remember meeting him when I was probably 7 or 8 years old in Ohio at some family. Somebody had died. We were at a, what do you call it after the funeral when everybody, the repast, is that what it's called? And he was, I'm guessing, a teenager at the time, and him and his friends at Aunt whoever the hell's house we was at, I don't remember. They were playing the piano and singing and talking about they were going to be famous and they were going to do this, and the third. And you know, when your family, like, I'm going to be a star. You know how we all that's look at them as like, yeah, okay, whatever. And I just remember a few years later, that song, Two Occasions, was playing on the radio, and my siblings went nuts. Like, that's our cousin, that's them, because that's the song they were playing that day at the repast at Aunt whoever's house after Uncle whoever's damn funeral. And I remember my siblings going crazy about that. But yeah, Babyface is related to me. And if you look at, he's a good example of how the newbie, hey Benz, how that newbie blood works. Because Babyface is chocolate as shit with his fine self. But if you peep the bone structure, look at him and look at me, peep that bone structure, we kind of look alike, don't we? That's that newbie blood. I drive my mother crazy because I play on that newbie name. I'm telling you, that's where all the newbieism and newbiology and you be asking why. That's my favorite one. And people are like, what are you saying when you say that? If you take the letters of my name and you be asking why. Y'all get it? Newbieism. It's a lifestyle. Okay, I know I'm all over the place and saying some tripped out stuff I'll probably regret in the morning. But I don't know. I'll take that back. I don't have a whole lot of regrets. I just do what I do, like it or leave it. And I'm gonna finish this on a glass of wine and go slide in here next to this old sick man of mine. I can't take it, y'all. That's too much. It's too much. And it's probably a good thing I turned off the music because some of the songs were just taking me down through there. I don't know if any of you was here the last time I talked about me and Mister, but we were friends, like homeboy, homegirl, business partner type situation. So we nursed each other through breakups and divorces and that whole thing. We've been friends a long time. And um, he was going through a breakup with somebody that that she was completely not worthy of him. But at the time, I think that's when I first started catching feelings because that damn Aaliyah song, "I Care for You," used to wear me out. And he would call me like, "She doing this and it's just this," and that song would just be playing in my mind. That was like one of our first. I don't even know if he know that. That song used to wear me out because I used to just look at this broad like, first of all, you never deserved him. You ain't know what to do with all that thick chocolate. And then she shot him a dirty. It was just a whole lot. And that damn Aaliyah song dropped. Yeah, I was listening to that tonight. I probably need. It's probably good. I turned the music off. But let me tell you, now where we are, I never thought me and Mister would be. It's crazy looking back. It's like he's a whole different person, but the same person from the guy that was my friend versus the guy that's here with me now. And sometimes out of the blue, I just will remember that guy that I so had this damn crush on and was scared to say it, scared to feel it, didn't want to mess up the friendship. And sometimes I just look over and realize that's him. He's here. Here we are. I know that sounds crazy, but yeah, I have my moments like that. But the second song that it just has our stamp on it for me is In Vogue, Don't Go. Y'all know that song. That was me and him all the way. All the way. That was the first when I finally, after all those years and all that friendship and all that running and all of that, when I finally gave in, that I listened to, and that's always been a favorite song of mine. But when I listened to it after me and Mister became more than friends, that song right there, that's the one. In Vogue, Don't Go. And now there's two. Anita Baker's I Love You Just Because. That's me and him all the way. And Whitney Houston, All the Man. But it not the album version, the concert version when she's wearing the red dress. I cannot even listen to that song. I can't even be mad at him when I listen to that song. And I turn it on a lot of times when he getting on my nerve because you know every day ain't Sunday in a relationship, right? When I listen to that song, I can't even be mad at him at all. That is me and Mister's anthem. And just when I'm feeling myself and just feeling him, it's, I'm not even a Beyonce fan, but Ego, yeah, that one. And I know exactly why that man got a big ego. He's earned it. Am I rambling, y'all? If nobody's gonna hit the link, I'm gonna wrap it up in a minute here. I'm just trying to get to the bottom of this last glass of wine. And then I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up for tonight. And try to go slide in here and be still and be quiet. And just let him feel my energy. And hope it's healing. But yeah, I had to read that journal entry to y'all. That crap was funny. I might do that more often. Because for a long time, especially in the college years, I didn't have a lot of friends. And my journal was, new sub, thank you, Benz. That's who I ran to. I ran to my journal and I would write it out. That was my only means of expression and venting and having an outlet was my journal. And I have them all. I have 1,000 million bajillion journals, old journals, new journals. I'm always writing, jotting notes, doing that whole thing. And I've always kept one, even the ones that are pretty dark. I try not to read them unless I need them for context when I'm working on one of my novels, which I have several of those that are unfinished at the time. But I keep a journal and I start a fresh one every January. I'm not a whole New Year's resolution type person. I don't believe in that crap. But every January, I start a new journal. And what I do is every day write 3 random things that made me smile. It could be this food tasted good, this song made me happy, a bird landed on my fence, whatever. 3 things every day that make me smile. That's the journal that I keep up with more than any of the rest of them. And it really helps when you look back at just random things that made you happy. It teaches me to appreciate the beauty and the good things, and it trains my mind to focus on the good. So that's like one of my favorite journals. And again, I start one every January. I start a fresh one, and every single day, rain or shine, I find 3 things that just made me smile or made me happy for a minute, and I write them down. So I might do that on one of my lives. Just read some of my journal entries, because I'm telling you, they are something else. Something else. But the angry ones, the venting ones are funny. And I just got it because, like, in my life, when I'm mad and when I'm fussing and I'm going off, people think it's so fun. And I'll be dead serious. But the people around me are like cracking up, even the kids. I can think of so many times that they were, when somebody is trying to hold their laugh in. That's how my kids always were. When I was fussing at one kid, the rest of the kids are turning and trying to look away, trying to hold their laugh in. I don't know why people think it's so funny when I fuss. Well, I didn't, but rereading some of my old journals when I was angry and going off, I get it now. I don't know. It has a comedic value, a dark comedic value when I'm not even trying to be funny. But that's just a little newbiology for you, I guess. There are 12 little people up there peeping in the clouds. Hey, y'all, bush babies, peekaboo bitches. Hello. But I appreciate everybody that's in the room, whether you drop down or not. You are appreciated. I'm getting ready to wrap it up and get out of here. I'm down to the bottom of my glass and I refuse to refill it. So I am going to go and stretch out, and I will catch you cats and kittens in these YouTube streets. You have been in the lab with the mad scientist rocking her pen and pad. Class dismissed.